Hello, it's a new day, it's a new workout. Today we're gonna do a 90-30 Emom. So the way this works is you have 90 seconds to get through all the exercises on the top part of the board, and then you have 30 seconds to do the exercises on the bottom part of the board. We're gonna repeat that 4 rounds. You'll get a 1-minute rest in between each board. Today we're gonna do 3 boards with that format with the finisher at the end. So let's take a look at the exercises on the first board. You have a push press. You're gonna do a push press, 10 on each side. Then you have a hang snatch. Remember, hang snatch, start in that hang position, which is right between your knees, and then 1 movement all the way up. So 5 on each side. Then you have the upright row. You're gonna hold that dumbbell with 2 hands, pulling that dumbbell up and keeping your elbows up high for that one, okay? So you're gonna do the upright row for the rest of that 90 seconds. With these are a little bit slower pace. So the way to time these is, you think about it, is each exercise should take about 30 seconds or so. I'll leave it up to you to adjust the weights. If the weight is too light and you're flying through the exercises too quickly, go ahead and grab a heavier weight. If you don't have a weight to adjust to, then you can adjust the reps. But just keep in mind, the goal with these is to keep each exercise about 30 seconds each, okay? When you get done with the top part, then you have 30 seconds to do the bottom part. Today, I want you to repeat the bottom part. So you're gonna do a bent over row, holding that dumbbell with 2 hands, pulling straight back. And then you're gonna do an overhead press, holding the dumbbell with 2 hands, pressing above your head. So you're gonna do 2 of those, repeat that for the 30 seconds. Again, we're gonna go through this board 4 rounds. We're gonna do 3 boards with a 1-minute rest in between, finish here at the end. Okay, let's get started. All right, starting with that push press, start that dumbbell on your shoulder, launch it off that shoulder. A push press is an explosive exercise. It's not just a shoulder press, it's a push press. You're using your legs and your hips to drive that dumbbell off your shoulder above your head. You're gonna do 10 on each side. Again, I expect each exercise to take about 30 seconds each. So if you have a weight that's too light, you might need to grab a heavier weight if you're going too quickly. Once you get done with those push presses on each side, then you have a hang snatch. Again, you're gonna start that dumbbell between the knees, 1 movement above your head, and then bring it back down. You're gonna do 5 on one side, 5 on the other. This is also an explosive exercise. You're trying to take that dumbbell and whip it through the ceiling. Don't let go of it, but it's just 1 movement as fast as you can above your head. 5 on each side. And then when you get those 5 on each side, then you have that upright row. Sometimes people screw these up a little bit. Hold the dumbbell with 2 hands. Keep those elbows up high, okay? When you're pulling that dumbbell up, keep your elbows above your hands. That's the key with these upright rows. You're really working the top part of your shoulders, kind of up in your neck. It's a great exercise to do for the rest of the time. So you're pulling it up. You're not just holding it, you're bringing it up and down, doing as many as you can. 5 seconds. Nice work. Now you get those bent over rows, just holding that dumbbell, pulling straight back. 2 of those, and then you have that overhead press, holding that dumbbell with 2 hands, pressing over your head. 2 of those. Again, you're gonna repeat the bottom part as many times as you can. Ten seconds, keep going. Nice work. One round down, 2 to go, or 3 to go. We got this. Push press, 10 on each side. Again, you're using your legs and your hips as much as you can to drive that dumbbell off of your shoulder. You're launching your shoulders like the launch pad, and you're throwing that dumbbell off your shoulder. Full extension. Lock that elbow out every single time. No little half reps. You're bringing the dumbbell all the way down to your shoulder every time, 10 on each side. Then that hang snatch, same idea. It's explosive exercise. Use your arms or use your legs and hips as much as possible. You're jumping into it and you're launching that dumbbell up in the air, all 1 movement, 5 on each arm. Then you have those upright rows. Again, keep those elbows up high. Pulling that dumbbell up, keep elbows up high, bring it back down. Do as many as you can. 15 seconds, keep going. Go all the way to the end. Nice work. Now you got a bent over row. Make sure you're leaning forward, pulling that dumbbell into your ribs, letting those arms extend all the way, 2 of those, and then you got that overhead press, bringing that dumbbell down to your chest every single time, full extension above your head, 2 of those, repeating the bottom part as many times as you can. Go all the way to the end. All right, back to the top, push press, 2 more rounds. Launching that dumbbell off your shoulder, using your legs as much as you can. 10 on each side. Then you have that hang snatch, starting that dumbbell between your knees, launch that dumbbell above your head, bring it back down. 5 on each side. Then you have that upright row, holding that dumbbell on the sides, pulling it up, keep your elbows up high. Keep doing that for another 25 seconds. Keep going. I know these are getting tired. This is a very arm and shoulder heavy workout. 10 seconds, almost there. Nice work, bent over rows and overhead press. 2 of each. Repeating the bottom part as many times as you can. 20 seconds, go all the way to the end. Five seconds, keep going. Nice work, push press, one more time. Launch that shoulder, or launch that dumbbell off your shoulder. Full extension above your head, 10 on each side. Use your arms, use your legs, use your hips. This is a whole body exercise, 10 on each side. And you got your hang snatches, 5 on each side. Start that dumbbell between your knees, launch it above your head. Again, using your legs as much as possible, 5 on each side. "35 seconds, you got those upright rows for the rest of the time. Again, hold that dumbbell with 2 hands. Keep those elbows up high. I know you start getting tired, those elbows want to drift down. Keep those elbows up high, pulling that dumbbell, keeping the dumbbell close to your body. 20 seconds, do as many as you can. "10 seconds, go all the way to the end. Nice work, bent over rows and overhead press. One more time, 2 of each. Do as many times as you can on the bottom, 15 seconds, keep going. You'll get a 1-minute rest after this. 10 seconds. Go all the way to the end, don't stop yet. Nice work, catch your breath, grab some water, set that dumbbell down. I'll switch the boards and come back in a second. All right, here is your next board. You're going to do 10 squat thrusters. Start that dumbbell on your chest, 2 hands, squat down, and then stand up and press up 10 of those. Then you get a reverse lunge. You're gonna hold that dumbbell up in your chest, lunging backwards, try to touch your knee on the floor. Then you have a single leg deadlift, holding the dumbbell, 2 hands, alternating sides. On the bottom, you got a single arm, overhead forward lunge. You're gonna do 2 on each side. So you're gonna hold that dumbbell over your head with one arm. You're gonna lunge forward with the same side leg that you're holding the dumbbell. So if you're holding the dumbbell with your right hand over your head, you're gonna lunge with your right leg, okay? You're gonna do 2 on one side, 2 on the other, okay? Just keep alternating sides. Those will be fun. I'm sure you'll enjoy them, all right? Squat thrusters. Start that dumbbell on your chest, squat down, get your butt down below your knees, stand up and press up 10 of those. Again, these exercises should take about 30 seconds each, give or take a few seconds. When you come down, make sure you set that dumbbell up on your chest. When you're squatting down, I know with that dumbbell, sometimes it's too easy to like lean forward. Don't do that. Keep your chest up. When you stand up, press all the way up, extend those arms above your head, full extension every single time. 10 of those. When you get all 10 of those squat thrusters, you have those reverse lunges, holding that dumbbell up in your chest, lunging backwards. Try to touch your knee on the mat if you can. 10 of those. Alternating sides. And then you have those single leg deadlifts. So you're gonna hold that dumbbell, 2 hands, leaning forward or hinging forward. You're gonna alternate legs. The key with this one is to stand up straight every single time, okay? When you're coming back up from that single leg deadlift, make sure you stand up straight and then start the other leg. Go down as far as you can with those. 5 seconds, keep going. All right, single arm overhead forward lunge. Again, if you're gonna hold the dumbbell with your right hand, you're gonna lunge with that right leg. So stepping forward, try to touch your knee on the mat. When I say lunge, I mean like the foot that you're stepping forward with, okay? So you're gonna do 2 on one side and then 2 on the other and keep repeating that. Let's try to get 3 rounds. 3 will, nah, that'll be challenging, maybe 2 rounds. Do what you can. 5 seconds. Nice work, squat thrusters. Start that dumbbell on your chest, squat down, stand up, press up. This is a challenging board, I know, I put it on there. I know what I was doing. 10 squat thrusters, then you got those reverse lunges. Reverse lunge, keep that dumbbell up in your chest, lunging backwards, try to touch your knee on the mat, alternate sides, get 10 of those. Plenty of time to get through these 3 exercises, so take your time, get some good reps in. When you're done with those lunges, you have the single leg deadlifts for the rest of the time. Get those single leg deadlifts. Again, hold that dumbbell, 2 hands, arms straight, legs straight, hinging forward. Make sure you stand up straight every single time. Alternate legs. Doing that for another 15 seconds. Five seconds, almost there. All right, single arm, overhead, forward lunges. You got this. 2 on one side, 2 on the other. Keep alternating sides. Get as many as you can. 15 seconds. Five, keep going. Nice work, 2 rounds down, 2 to go, let's do it. Squat thrusters, keep that dumbbell up in your chest, squat down, get your butt down below your knees, stand up, press up. Stand up tall every single time. Push those arms straight. Then you have the reverse lunge. Keep that dumbbell up in your chest, lunging backwards. I know it's tempting to want to put that dumbbell on your side. Don't do that. Keep that dumbbell up there. You're tough. Let's go. 10 of those lunges. And then you have single leg deadlifts for the rest of the time. Get those single leg deadlifts, holding that dumbbell, 2 hands, stand up straight every single time, hinging forward, arms and legs straight. When you're doing these, when you're hinging forward, there should be a straight line from your shoulders all the way down to your heel. It should be nice and firm and straight. Shouldn't be like rounded over or anything like that. Make sure it's pulling in your hamstrings. Go all the way to the end. Single arm, overhead forward lunge. Keep that dumbbell above your head. I know you're getting tired. Those arms are getting tired, but get that dumbbell above your head. Lunging forward, 2 on each side. Keep going, 10 seconds. Nice work. One more time. Squat thrusters, holding that dumbbell, 2 hands, squat down, stand up and press up. 10 of those. When you're done with those, you got those 10 reverse lunges. One more time, hold that dumbbell up in your chest. Again, keep that dumbbell up there. Rest it against your chest. Keep those elbows out in front of you. And then you're lunging backwards, touching your knee on the mat. 10 of those, alternate sides. When you're done with those, single leg deadlifts for the rest of the time. Again, hold that dumbbell, 2 hands, hinging forward. So you're leaning forward, straight line from your shoulders to your heel. Make sure you stand up straight every single time. Doing as many as you can. Another 20 seconds. Keep going. Ten seconds. Keep going. Nice work. One more time. Single arm overhead forward lunges. You got this. Finish this off. You got a 1 minute rest after this. Keep that dumbbell above your head. Lock that arm out. Lunging forward. I know you're getting tired. Let's finish this off strong. 15 seconds. Get as many reps as possible. Don't stop early. 10 seconds. Go all the way to the end. Let's go. 5. Don't stop yet. Now relax, set that dumbbell down, catch your breath, grab some water. I'll be back in a second with the new board. All right, here is your third board. This is the last board we're gonna do. So you have a hang clean press. Again, hang position, start between your knees. Clean is just bringing it up to your shoulder. So you're gonna heave it up to your shoulder and then you're doing that push press. 5 on each arm. Then you have a 1-arm row. Put your other arm that's not holding dumbbell on one hand or one knee, pulling that dumbbell straight back. 10 on each side. Then you have that overhead tricep extension for the rest of the time. Then on the bottom, you got those cross chops. Again, you're gonna hold that dumbbell on the side, pulling the dumbbell across your body, doing 2 on each side, repeating the bottom part as many times as you can. Third board. Are you ready? Ready? Let's do this. Hang clean press. Set the dumbbell between your knees. Heave it up to your shoulder. Push it off your shoulder. 5 on each side. Again, these should take about 30 seconds each, give or take a few seconds. Adjust your weight, adjust the reps however you need to make sure that happens. Hang clean press. Again, this is a power exercise, so you're using your legs and your hips as much as possible. And when I mean heave, you really are heaving that dumbbell from your knees up to your shoulder and then launching it off your shoulder. 5 on each side. Then you got the one-arm rows. Put that other hand or your knee on your, or other elbow on your knee and pull that arm back. 10 on each side. Make sure you're pulling that dumbbell all the way into your body, and then full extension. One arm rows might take you a little bit longer than 30 seconds, but that's okay because you got overhead triceps at the end and we don't want to do those too long either. So when you're done with those one arm rows, you got that overhead tricep extension. Again, holding the dumbbell behind your head, pulling, pushing the dumbbell all the way up. Make sure you're locking those elbows out every single time. Doing that for another 10 seconds. 5. Nice work. Now you got those cross chops. Remember, you're gonna start that dumbbell on your side. Knees are bent a little bit in that starting position, and you're pulling that dumbbell across your body above your opposite shoulder, and then bringing it back down. So you're gonna do 2 on one side, 2 on the other, repeating the bottom part as many times as you can. Cross chops, they're a shoulder exercise, they're an arm exercise. Your obliques have to do some work, your abs gotta stabilize, your lower backs, they kind of hit everything. It's kind of good exercise. Hang clean press. 5 on each side. When you get 5 on each side, then you have those 10 one-arm rows on each side. Pulling that dumbbell into your body, full extension every single time. Let that elbow fully extend all the way on the bottom. 10 on each side, then you have those overhead triceps for the rest of the time. Again, when you're doing those overhead triceps, you should be holding the dumbbell by the handle, holding one end of the dumbbell, locking your fingers together just like that, and then you're gonna pull that dumbbell behind your head and full extension above your head, doing as many as you can for another 10 seconds. Nice work, got those cross chops, starting that dumbbell on your side, pulling it across your body above your opposite shoulder. 2 on each side. Holding that dumbbell on the outside of the dumbbell. Ten seconds, keep going. Nice work, 2 rounds down, 2 to go. Keep going, hang clean press, 5 on each side. Then you have those one arm rows, 10 on each side for those. Put that elbow on your knee, pull that dumbbell straight back towards your ribs, and then bring it back down. Make sure you're fully extending that elbow every single time. You got 30 seconds left. You should be pretty close to those overhead triceps. Again, holding that dumbbell by the handles, bringing that dumbbell back as far as you can without hitting yourself in the head, then full extension above your head. Doing those as many as you can for another 20 seconds. Keep going. Ten seconds. Nice work. Cross chops, 2 on each side. Keep repeating that as many times as you can. Again, starting the dumbbell on your side. Knees should be just a little bit bent, kind of starting position, and then you're gonna pull it across your body, across your opposite shoulder. Dumbbell is gonna start kind of right where your side pocket is, and then you're gonna end up probably as far as you can above your opposite shoulder. One more round, you got this. Hang clean press. Set that dumbbell between your knees, heave it up to your shoulder, and then launch it off your shoulder. 5 on each side, using your legs and hips as much as possible for the hang clean presses. Then you have those one-arm rows. Put that elbow on your knee or arm or hand on your knee, and then you're gonna do a one-arm row. You're leaning forward, pulling that dumbbell into your ribs. Make sure you squeeze in your back when you're pulling these in. Your shoulder blades should be kind of like squeezing together, activating those back muscles. This is a back exercise, not just an arm exercise. Get you 10 on each side, then you have those overhead triceps for the rest of the time. "30 seconds. Get those overhead triceps. When you're pushing up, kind of squeeze those triceps. Do as many as you can here. You got another 12 seconds. Go all the way to the end. Don't stop early. I know those arms are tired. This is a tough workout. 5 seconds. Good job. Cross chops, 2 on each side. One more time. Get as many as you can. Start that dumbbell on your side, right by your side pocket. Pull it across your body, across your opposite shoulder. 2 on one side, 2 on the other. Keep repeating. You got another 15 seconds. Let's go. 10 seconds. Nice work. Hey, that wasn't so bad. I'll put a finisher up on the board and be back in a second. All right, here is your finisher. You're going to do a kneeling snatch. So you're on your knees, start that dumbbell on the floor, and then just like you're doing a hanging snatch, just one movement straight above your head, okay? Set it down, switch hands. You're gonna do 30 of those total, 15 on each side, but make sure you're alternating arms when you're doing that. Yes, do 30, you got plenty of time. Then you have crunches with the dumbbell. You're gonna lay on your back, knees bent, feet flat on the floor, hold that dumbbell straight out in front of you, hold it by the handle just like you do in tricep extension. You can do 30 of those. The goal with this one is just to get your shoulders off the ground. You do not need to do a full sit-up when you're doing a crunch. You just sitting up to a point that your shoulders are rolled off the ground. 30 of those, and then you're all done. If you did this workout and you liked it and you enjoyed it and you thought it was hard or whatever, comment in the Facebook post, let me know how it went. Give me a big thumbs up if you did this workout. Do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel because you get alerts when I upload these videos. And hey, if you do post, brag about us. Use hashtag joefitness@home because we always like social media is fun, you know, so whatever. Good job today. See you next time.